Planet Dolan.
Which woman kissed themselves at the altar? Who got hitched in birthday suits? We count 10 of the weirdest weddings of all time. I'm Melissa, and today I'll be your narrator. Number 10. Strong, independent woman wedding. A bride from Devon in the UK didn't have to worry about her significant other getting cold feet at the wedding chapel, because there was no other person. Grace Gelder decided after 6 years of being single that she was going to marry herself. Although the marriage is not legally binding, Gelder had a full wedding ceremony and pledged vows to herself. She even sealed the deal by kissing a mirror. The wedding was the ultimate symbolic gesture of self-love and devotion. I guess she doesn't ever have to worry about her significant other cheating on her. Number 9. McVows. In other news, a couple from England decided to have their wedding in the most romantic venue imaginable. Joseph Shapton and his new wife Louise held their most sacred day in a McDonald's. Louise apparently asked her daughter where she thought they should get married. Her child requested McDonald's, to which she replied, "Say no more, fam." Well, maybe she didn't, but they went ahead and got hitched at Mickey D's anyway. And yes, there was a Big Mac cake and party balloons. Unfortunately, Ronald McDonald couldn't host the ceremony because he's not a fully ordained priest. Number 8. Monster truck. Why have a big, over-the-top wedding day when you can just drive a big, over-the-top monster truck to your wedding day? These bridegrooms decided to include monster trucks in their special days, because why the hell not? Weddings can be boring, sure, but try to say that when there's 10,000 pounds of monster metal driving a woman in a satin dress to her monster groom. Come to think of it, it should be totally mandatory for all weddings to have monster trucks. One for each guest, and a stadium where they all fight each other to the death. Weddings would be so much cooler with monster trucks. Number 7. Family affair. One of the more biologically complicated weddings happened to a pair of brothers from Thailand. The term Siamese twins was given to Eng and Chan Bunker, whose upper bodies were conjoined at birth. They toured the world in a freak show before meeting two sisters who they wanted to marry. Some people protested the marriage, claiming it constituted bestiality, so their double wedding was a quiet ceremony in their home. Nobody quite knows how the brothers and sisters engaged in coitus, but they must have done it often. The sisters gave birth to a total of 21 children to the conjoined pair. Number 6. Blackening. To the rest of the world, this wedding ritual is absurd, but in Scotland, it is an ancient tradition. It's standard practice to play practical jokes on the bride and groom before their big day, but in Scotland, there is a practice called the blackening. It usually includes, but is not limited to, grabbing the bride or groom unaware, stripping their clothes, tying them to something, and then covering them in a plethora of gross things. The idea is to use sticky things, like treacle and custard, then using soot to make sure they are completely filthy before covering them from head to toe in feathers. Number 5. Klingon. Don't ever try to tell a Trekkie that their fandom is out of hand, especially if they're holding a batleth. A couple from England were chosen to have the first Klingon-themed Star Trek wedding at a UK convention. It was a very nerdy affair, complete with a traditional Klingon mock battle of the hearts, and then cutting the Borg wedding cake. They were hitched in front of thousands of other dedicated Trekkies who heartily shouted, "Kapla!" to the newlyweds. I guess if you're gonna live long and prosper, you might as well be a nerd about it. Number 4. Star Wars. For those who think Star Trek weddings are a bit lame, you'll be happy to know that this couple enjoyed a much more normal wedding. And by normal, I clearly meant a Star Wars-themed wedding. The bride and groom dressed as Mon Mothma and Admiral Akbar. Obviously. They were escorted to the altar by a group of stormtroopers, and the ceremony was initiated by the one and only Master Yoda. The only thing that would have made this wedding cooler is if they were all driving monster trucks. Number 3. Shootin' Tootin. Las Vegas is a place where a lot of shotgun marriages take place. Quite literally. At a venue called the Gun Store, couples can get hitched and then make use of the in-house shooting range. It's a perfect way to combine the emotions of aggression and happiness. The Mr. and Mrs. Smith package includes an ordained minister and 5 turns on a shotgun. They also offer semi-automatics, Uzis, and AK-47s. The shooting targets are suitably romance-themed. You can choose between zombies and Nazis. Las Vegas really is the land of dreams, if your dreams involve matrimony and firearms. Number 2. Pillow. People are weird. People are extra weird when they have the pressure of a wedding looming over their heads. Some people are extra weird when they want to spend the rest of their life with an inanimate object. Lee Jin-kyu from South Korea married his dakimakura, which is a large, huggable Japanese pillow that has an anime character printed on it. Apparently, Lee takes his pillow wife out to restaurants and even orders her food at the table. While his friends think that his marriage to his pillow is highly unusual, they are happy that Lee is happy. It could be worse. He could be married to, like, the Eiffel Tower or a roller coaster. Number 1. CONFEST. A woman who fell into a coma wasn't gonna let something like a flesh-eating virus ruin her big day. Monique Penberthy was unconscious for 31 days in hospital while she was treated for necrotizing fasciitis, which is as brutal as it sounds. Her wedding day was canceled and she couldn't bear to look at her wedding dress. So instead of rebooking the expensive ceremony, Penberthy went to her favorite festival and decided to get married in her birthday suit. It was as much a celebration of her love for her husband as well as her relief for still being alive. Pretty crazy stories, huh guys? Let me know what you think in the comments! This video was made possible by our fans over on Patreon. Thanks for your support, guys! That's all for now, guys. I'll catch you next time.